Well, hello there, this is Whats ZEE, and I'm your host bringing you fascinating science explanations. Have you ever looked up at the sky and seen a really dark cloud? One that looks like it's about to drop a whole ocean on your head? Sometimes that's exactly what happens. We call it a cloudburst, and it's one of nature's most dramatic and powerful events. It's not just a heavy rain shower, it's something much more intense. Think of it like a giant water balloon in the sky suddenly popping. Instead of a slow leak, you get a massive gush of water all at once, in one specific spot. It's a truly spectacular display of atmospheric science in action. Imagine you're at a picnic, and a single grumpy-looking cloud parks itself right above you. Suddenly, it's not just raining, it's like a waterfall has been turned on in the sky. Your picnic blanket is soaked in minutes, and the little stream nearby becomes a raging river. That's the essence of a cloudburst. The official scientific definition says it's when a small area receives more than 100 millimeters. It all starts with the sun. The sun's energy heats up water in oceans, lakes, and rivers, causing it to turn into a gas called water vapor. This process is called evaporation. This warm, moist air is less dense than the cooler air around it, so it starts to rise just like a hot air balloon. As it goes higher and higher into the atmosphere, the air gets colder. This cooling causes the invisible water vapor to condense back into tiny liquid water droplets and ice crystals. These little droplets are incredibly light, so they can float in the air. When billions and billions of them clump together, they form a visible cloud. Think of it like your breath on a cold day. The warm, moist air from your lungs hits the cold outside air and poof! The same thing is happening on a much larger scale up in the sky. But for a cloudburst, we need a special kind of cloud, usually a big, tall cumulonimbus cloud. These are the thunderheads of the sky stretching high into the atmosphere. They are packed with an incredible amount of moisture and powerful updrafts of warm air. The cloud becomes extremely dense and waterlogged, like a supersaturated sponge. The trigger is often a sudden weakening or interruption of those very updrafts. When the upward flow of warm air stops, the cloud support system collapses. All at once, there is nothing holding up those billions of heavy water droplets. Gravity takes over, and the entire water content of that part of the cloud plummets to the ground in a single concentrated column of rain. Another major factor, especially in mountainous areas, is the terrain itself. This is called orographic lift. When moist air from, say, an ocean is pushed towards a mountain range, it has nowhere to go but up. Think of it like this. You're holding a very full, very heavy bucket of water. As long as you keep lifting it with all your strength, the water stays in. But if your muscles suddenly give out, you don't just spill the water gently, you drop the whole bucket, and its contents splash out all at once. That's what happens in a cloudburst. The delicate balance holding a massive amount of water in the sky is broken. The science is all about forces, the upward force of rising air versus the downward force of gravity. In a cloudburst, gravity wins in a very big and very wet way. The result is the same, a catastrophic release of water from the sky. Cloudbursts don't just happen anywhere. They have a preference for certain types of locations, primarily hilly and mountainous terrain. Himalayas in Asia, Alps in Europe, Rocky Mountains in North America. Steep slopes and narrow valleys amplify sudden downpours, making these areas particularly dangerous. The immediate and most dangerous consequence is a flash flood. Huge volumes of water fall in minutes, overwhelming the land's drainage. Soil can't absorb it fast enough. Small streams and rivers swell dramatically. In a narrow mountain valley, a wall of water, mud, and debris can rush downstream, destroying everything. Flash floods can carry away bridges, buildings, and roads. Beyond flash floods, cloudbursts can trigger landslides and mudslides. Intense rain saturates steep soils, making them heavy and unstable. Entire hillsides can collapse, burying villages and infrastructure. Understanding where and why they happen is crucial for forecasting and early warnings. Studying atmospheric conditions and topography helps scientists predict risk, giving people time to move to safety. It's a perfect example of science saving lives. What weather term should we explore next? Let me know in the comments below. Drop any question or terminology you want explained. This has been Whats ZEE, making science accessible and exciting. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more fascinating science explanations.